What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Underground Nerd Nation. We on episode 7.
Episode 7.
And this one gonna be a special one.
Yeah.
We get into that Snyder cut.
Oh, snap.
Let's get it.
Oh, it's gonna be a fun one.
Spoiler warning.
Super
Oh, yeah.
spoiler.
Big spoiler warning. But my name is Keston, aka DJ Nexus.
I'm Camden, aka Chinatown's hero.
I'm Adrian, aka
And I'm Dash, the Black Steel.
I'm sorry. Oh,
I got y'all with that one,
you
didn't I?
did. You got it. Oh, and I was sitting there waiting. It's like, what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say?
I was waiting for it too. He looked at me. I was, I guess it's my turn.
Why did he do it? He hit you with the blank.
The blank.
Like, Adrian, aka blank.
Insert.
Y'all think of something for yourselves. Put it in the comments.
Right. Somebody pick out an alias for Adrian. And that's what he's gonna use.
Absolutely. I'm game.
Yeah, comment down. Yep. That would be nice. Do a little poll.
Right.
Who
Who got the best alias for Adrian?
I would like to hear.
Oh, that would be crazy.
I would like to hear that. I'd like to some of the comments.
I'm ready. Bring it on.
But yeah, like I said, man, we getting into that Snyder cut finally.
Finally.
We gave y'all enough time to watch it. So if you ain't watched it yet, you might
3
wanna,
whole weeks.
you might want to skip this episode and come back to us.
Spoiler warning for anybody that's listening, because we're gonna dive deep into it. So you might hear some stuff that if you ain't seen it, you're just gonna ruin it for you. But if you don't care, whatever.
We're about to explain why Superman's better than Batman. Whoop whoop.
Ooh, that's gonna be a long.
That could drag this out into tomorrow. Are you?
We're talking about the Justice League movie. We're not talking about who's better than who.
It's going to explain itself.
Why
What are you talking about?
always try to do that?
It's going to explain. When we talk about it, you'll see.
You're gonna explain yourself into a hole you can't get out of.
Oh, never that.
Oh, no,
Okay.
that's not
Never
possible.
that. Thank you.
Well, this is true. We are
goodness.
talking about Dash.
I'll make it work.
He lives in that hole.
Right. Keep trying to drag us down there with him too.
For example, we found out that Spider-Man did use punches more than 2 times.
Oh,
What episode was that? What, 4 or 5? We talking
That
about
was
that?
90s cartoons. So that was
cartoon.
Oh, you just being petty.
It really is.
You really being petty.
I told you I just need one.
Yeah,
He did.
and he gonna run with it.
That boy texted me. Yeah, guys. You know, it was actually 3 times. I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Give me my victory.
Tell him, Spider-Man, everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one. I'll give you that one.
You know what's funny about that? He didn't even have to do the work. You did the work for him.
Exactly.
And still proved him right.
If you would have found out this sensitive information, the last person that you should have brought this to was Dash. You could have brought it to me.
This is true.
I don't know what you were thinking.
You could have texted this individual and said, "Don't tell Dad."
Oh, I could have.
You know you messed up, right?
You know, I'll take that lump.
But
What?
I'll take that lump on the face.
I got a question for y'all before we get into the actual Snyder cut. Though it was a question that was proposed on Facebook. They said that Jason Momoa would have made a better Lobo. Like they should have did a Lobo movie.
And I completely agree.
So do y'all think he would have made a better Lobo than Aquaman?
Bro, the way that he portrayed Aquaman, he would have killed the Lobo part.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Killed that role.
But what actor do you put in his place for Aquaman?
That's
that-
what I was struggling
Will Smith.
Yeah.
No.
What? Look, Will Smith had an underwater movie. It was called Shark Tale.
Oh, you're right.
He don't get any more.
What? That's all he gets.
That's all he gets. I'm sorry.
But Samuel Jackson.
I was thinking that too.
But he already had an underwater movie. Deep Blue Sea, sorry.
Oh, yeah, he died horribly.
Wait, you were gonna put Samuel Jackson as Aquaman?
Absolutely.
That's the scariest combination I've ever seen in my life.
You know how many mother effers would be on there? Oh my goodness.
The one power that I wish I would have seen more of with Aquaman is the ability to control sea creatures. And I feel like Samuel Jackson would have just been throwing motherfucking dolphins at motherfuckers. Like,
Hey, octopus, you in that corner. I need you to wrap your tin around him. Just stick to him.
I feel like his explanations would have been like, "I'm calling motherfucking fish right now."
And in Samuel Jackson, you're already scared.
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting out the ocean. No, I'm sorry.
They even forget they in a different universe. It's like, oh, that's Samuel L. And he got a trident. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, yeah, bro, you good? You can have the ocean.
Man, you great. You were great right now. Who put this motherfucking trash in my ocean?
See, that's exactly why he can't be Aquaman. We just proved our own point.
The environmentalist Samuel. Oh, that the Earth would be clean as super
clean.
Yeah, it would.
if Samuel Jackson was
Oh
the
my
environmentalist.
goodness.
Samuel Jackson, Captain Planet.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. That'd be hilarious.
You little motherfucker. Pick that shit up. Yes, Sam.
There's no fighting with him.
Hold up. You don't call him Captain Planet. You just call him Sam. Yes, sir, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Captain Sam.
Sam, I am. I like green eggs and ham.
I think he'd fight that dude that did Heart. Quit calling me. I don't like you.
I'm joking.
He'd be,
Like, what are you good for, motherfucker?
he said that to us like, motherfucker, do something. Do something. Stop with all this good feeling shit. Like, do something.
Oh man.
My gut.
So obviously, Jason Momoa has to be Aquaman because you can't put anybody else there. Case closed.
But that's a good question, though. Who could play that role? Would you change up the role? Because they definitely changed the whole role for Aquaman, putting Jason Momoa as that Hawaiian Pacific Lander as that role, which changed up the whole blonde-haired, blue-eyed, green tights.
But I also think it was kind of necessary because whenever you think of like Pacific Islanders, you think of people that are really that like their culture is based in the water. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Jason Momoa being that person kind of fit Aquaman, at least from a modern culture standpoint.
Well, see, I think the change of them making Aquaman like that, I thought that was stellar.
Yeah, that was a great.
That was game changing.
That's probably about the only good DC thing that they did.
Like giving Aquaman that type of look, man, it just makes you like, okay, Aquaman's a badass because let's just be real, everybody shits on Aquaman.
Yes.
Except for the one from Flash Paradox.
Now that Aquaman,
boy.
Now see now
Well, I'm about to say, even the one from the Justice League, the one from the Justice League Unlimited and all that.
Oh yeah,
it was dope too.
Yeah, like they definitely gave him his justice. Like they gave him more powers than what you really think that he only can talk to fish.
Took like 50 years to do that, but
I know.
It's okay.
They did Aquaman wrong because it wasn't until after like Justice League Unlimited when I started like learning about Aquaman. I was like, yo, Aquaman is dope.
Yes, especially when Young Justice, when Aqualad came into that bad boy. Yo, I was like, okay, I'm all about Atlantis.
Yeah,
let's get it. Especially Mira with the magic and stuff that they know. He's bulletproof. Yeah, we're gonna get in that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
so this movie obviously was broken into parts for good reason because it was like
6 acts.
6 acts plus the epilogue.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you needed them pauses though.
Boy, you did.
It was an ordeal.
Oh, it was,
but it was worth it.
Totally worth it.
Absolutely.
I actually watched that movie straight through.
Did
no
you?
breaks.
Really? You were a trooper.
You're a champion.
I didn't eat nothing. I ain't drink nothing. I was like, we going to watch this movie. And I ain't moved.
I got me some Golden Grams. The things were busting, boy. God.
It took me like 10 hours to watch that movie. I had to watch it like when I could make time.
Hey, that was all day. That's an all day episode right there.
All day event.
But
see, and that was the reason why I watched it straight through because I was like, I got to get through this. Because if I don't get through it this weekend, I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got through it in one sitting.
Man, I started at like 9 o'clock. It didn't end till 1 after my 29 smoke breaks or whatever, however many I took. Because I had to keep getting up, man. My back was starting to hurt. I was like, but I can't sit here forever.
Yeah, I think it started like 10 in the morning and got done maybe like 2?
I think
2:30,
so,
something like that.
Like it.
That was a long movie.
After you told me that, I was like, oh, yeah, it's 2.5 hours. Then he came and said, no, but that's 4. I said, what? Let me look that. Oh shit!
Yeah, that thing.
All right, let me change my whole game stuff for the weekend. I gotta wait later.
Look, you got to put you got to really
You
plan
got
your
to
day
play
out.
for that, yeah.
So, but here's what I learned from watching the original Warner Brothers
Garbage. That shit, that
movie,
trash,
that whatever you want to call it.
That-
It's not filmmaking.
rat piss.
To the Snyder Cut is the art of storytelling needs to be left alone. Like if you let them tell the story that they want to tell, it's so much better for the characters and how you can emotionally connect to the characters.
I agree.
And for me, the one character that stood out way more in the Snyder Cut versus the first one was Cyborg.
Yes. Yes.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Second will be Flash.
I got to say something about Cyborg. And nothing bad. But, and I'm going to have to cuss for this one.
Yes.
So,
Well, we
sorry.
already passed all that.
Yeah,
with
I know,
Samuel
but I'm
Jackson.
just-
Almost filled our quota.
we done
Because
filled
see-
past that quota.
I feel like with Samuel Jackson, we were just making quotes because it was Samuel Jackson. This is me saying this.
Okay.
If I was Cyborg, I would fuck the world up.
Oh, my damn. You were so right.
I agreed.
Bro.
After I found, because they didn't cover that in the first one.
No.
They didn't cover how powerful he was.
They didn't cover him at all.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he was just like he was Cyborg. That's all you knew.
He was just there.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said a woman struggling, and she was struggling hard. He was
Yeah.
like, "I got you, baby." That's she said. What, it was like 1 million or 100,000.
100,000.
Something
And-
like that.
And he wrote in the code that you had won some prize, so it justified. it.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I would fuck the world.
Bro,
Up.
they showed him in the mainframe, and he could just literally go into any bank as to all bank accounts across the world.
I'm telling you, I would be politicians' worst nightmare. I'd be Jeff Bezos' worst nightmare. I'd be Donald Trump's. I'd be Saudi Arabia's worst. I would mess stuff up.
People
World peace.
Everybody would have money.
Y'all
Oh, yeah.
remember that episode of Rick and Morty where he went to go like destroy something and he turned all the ones to zeros and it
Oh,
caused
yeah.
like a complete economic
The galactic
failure?
It was like the galactic government or something like that.
If I had cyborg powers, that's what I would do. Anybody that messes with me, I'm just turning all your ones to zeros. Like your power at your house won't work.
Morty says, "What did you do?" Oh, I just changed everything to one. And
no, it was the world. It was like the universal currency.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, like I said,
Federation. That's what it was.
Jeff Bezos would be going to buy another helicopter. He was like, "Sir, your card was declined." What the hell you mean my card was declined? Check his bank account, $100,000.
check that again, motherfucker. Sorry, I gotta say I'm still in my mind.
But exactly, like I'd make sure everybody had money.
Let Samuel Jackson be Cyborg.
No,
No.
No, because then if Samuel Jackson was Cyborg, he would have been a villain. He would have been an anti-hero.
Has he ever been a villain? Oh yeah, he has.
Oh yeah.
He has. Yeah, I know he has.
Jeez.
The first
Oh.
movie I thought was
The Spirit?
Kingsman.
Django.
Well, he wasn't the main villain.
He was a villain.
But he was a villain. I was thinking about that one with the I think it was a Disney movie where it was the kids that had special abilities and he was like coming to take them.
Oh, yes. I remember that movie.
Jumper.
Yeah.
No.
Not Jumper.
No.
it was
But he wasn't Jumper, right?
No, he was not in Jumper.
No.
Was it Jumper? It was Jumper.
I think
it
he
was
was, but no, that's not the movie I'm talking
No,
about.
it was like a bunch of kids that had different abilities and they were like jumping place to place with this house. And then
Yeah.
they ended up in a carnival. It wasn't Jumper.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. The same. I can't think of the
are
name.
you talking
of it.
about Now You See Me?
No, that wasn't it either. Oh, hold on. Let me find it. Let me
No,
find
he
it. Let
wasn't
me
in Now
find
You
it.
See Me. He was also a villain in
Kingsman. I forgot.
Kingsman.
Yeah, that's
He
the
was a
first one I
villain.
thought of when
Yeah.
I said that.
He's a
So
vi-
I retract that statement.
Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was the villain. He was the villain in that.
That is right.
Yeah. He was a hard villain in that movie.
Yo,
was-
that movie scared my daughter.
Yo,
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh,
it's
it's
good.
oh,
good.
you gotta watch that.
It's dope.
Yeah.
Because Samuel Jackson being the villain in that one. Oh man. After that, I was like, Samuel can do no wrong. He can be a villain and be great. He can be the good guy and be great. He can be funny and be great. Samuel Jackson is great.
But see, Ray Fisher was the actor that plays Cyborg, and I think he murdered that role.
Oh yeah.
It's a shame
For
he his
sure.
own movie, his own origin movie.
Well, and that's the
he's
thing that
getting one,
pisses
but-
me off because they're not. So, For anybody that knows, the Snyder Cut was brought to us because of the fans. People really petitioned and rallied behind releasing that cut. As soon as that somebody caught wind that thing was on his computer and there was a Snyder Cut of the Justice League movie, people wanted to see it. People were petitioning. People were, hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Hashtag release that. It caught mainstream media type stuff.
Which I'm glad because they shit on DC. Like people give DC so much trash.
DC be doing it to themselves though.
Yeah, how can you make such fire ass animated movies and you can't make anything on the big screen?
And you got awesome characters. You don't have to try hard.
No, you don't.
All you basically just have to rewrite the comics that's already been written,
Bro.
Yeah. We're gonna love it.
The material is there. The stories are there. Why can't you find a director?
Yeah.
Like why can't you piece this thing together?
Which is crazy because watching the first Justice League to now, you can even tell the actors enjoyed the Zack Snyder version a lot better. Like you can see the expression that it's okay. This is what this needs to be right here.
I gotta say this one thing. The biggest difference from that trash that we got in 2017 to now, fucking Superman's face, bro.
The CGI removal of mustache.
Yeah.
Oh my!
He talked about that too.
I forgot about that.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was
horrible.
because it was like his lip was just moving.
Yeah.
He looked like Clayface.
Yeah,
It was bad.
It was horrible, and the reason why because Superman,
was
Henry
working on another
Cavill,
movie.
he was going to be on Mission Impossible, the new
That's what
Mission
I'm saying. He was
Impossible,
working
which
on
was
another movie.
a fire ass movie.
It was.
But
and his character was great.
his contract stated that he could not cut his mustache, so when he did the Justice League, they just CGI'd it out,
But
and
that
it
was-
looked terrible.
But that was a Warner Brothers mistake from start to finish because that was a reshoot. They had to bring him back. All his old stuff was already there, and they decided to scrap all the old stuff, only use a couple of scenes, and then reshoot this one scene that made literally no sense for the movie.
Absolutely no sense.
Why?
like I
When he
said,
said, "Do you bleed, you sons of mother?"
Speaking of Superman, I just thought it was amazing how they actually gave him a story as far as when he came back to life. They told you what
Yes.
he did. Like, I was like, wait a minute, he's with Lois. He goes back to the farm. He sees his mom, and then that's it. And then he comes out for the last battle.
Yes,
like,
in the
what's
first
this
one.
thing?
This is the first one we're talking about.
And he didn't wear the black suit in the first one.
not in the first one.
And it made sense that he was wearing because if you don't know anything about the black suit, that's the suit that Superman uses to recharge his powers from the sun.
yeah,
So it made sense that after they brought him back, obviously the Justice League didn't have nothing for Superman. Like Superman's underpowered and he's still trashing the whole rest of the Justice League.
Oh my goodness!
And he still need to go up in the black suit and get all his power. But that Steppenwolf scene though.
Oh,
the Steppenwolf scene. I loved it.
I felt bad for Steppenwolf.
I know
he
right?
was
He was
trashing.
trashing
Supes
Steppenwolf.
did not have to go that hard on Steppenwolf. Like
Oh yeah, he did. He had to redeem
had to.
himself.
Bro, when you was beating my man and then hit him with the lasers, then hit him again, I'm like, yo, you doing too much.
Like all I heard was nuck if you buck in the background when I saw that scene. like Superman was getting Steppenwolf.
Yo,
and
he-
then how they kicked him through the portal to Darkseid and Wonder Woman cut his head off right before you.
Bro, I was like, oh, savage.
in his face.
Savage.
We took out your general in your face.
Which I love that too because in that movie in the Zack Snyder version, they showed you their teamwork a lot more better. Like
Oh yeah.
Batman was doing his own thing, they got together.
That was one of the biggest differences, I would say.
When they were on the bridge, and I guess in the first one, Wonder Woman was by herself, but with the new one, they had Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Cyborg. I mean, you could see the teamwork. It was just amazing.
the plan was cohesive in the Snyder Cut, where the plan in the first Warner Brothers
It was like chaotic.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. Like you had to piece
You
it
had shit
together
everywhere.
Yeah, and it still was like, okay, this is the plan because I don't get it, and I'm the movie goer. I'm supposed to understand what's going on. There's nothing here.
Exactly, especially people that don't know anything about the DC universe. Like, not everybody's a comic book fan.
Yeah.
You're trying to appeal to everybody.
Right.
Everybody, of course, has heard of Batman and Superman. Everybody.
Yeah.
But you put them on the big screen to people that don't know nothing about comics, and you just throw all this shit in there, looking like a Jackson Pollock painting. You just gonna be so confused. You don't know what's going on.
And especially since they're adding a storyline that isn't a well known storyline, like the Steppenwolf, the Mother Boxes, Dark Side, and how he conquers everything. The fact that they put
well, you remember, Darkseid wasn't even in the first one. I don't even think he was mentioned in the first one.
I think he was mentioned, but I don't think he definitely didn't make an appearance.
No, he definitely didn't make an appearance.
He didn't make an appearance, but they did mention him.
What's the is it Granny Goodness?
Granny Goodness.
The fact that they showed Granny Goodness in it
was amazing.
I was like, yo, that is major because you need to know that Granny Goodness is a part of this too.
And she's a beast.
Which I think she's a little more lethal than Darkseid. She don't play.
Oh no, she don't play.
Especially in Young Justice. If you watch Young Justice, boy.
Oh yeah, Granny Goodness is a G.
Don't play with Granny.
Like she sound nice and everything when you hear. No, Granny Goodness is a G.
Absolutely.
What I liked about the villain, even with Sam, like his armor was like badass.
Oh, dude.
I mean, like,
but the fact that what he was doing this for and why he was doing it was the reason why it just captured you into that character so much more.
And it kind of captures you into that culture of the dark side world. Like they're kind of like cutthroat up there.
You know, he wanted to be back on Darkseid's good side, which sounds
I don't think it's possible.
I saw a meme after watching the movie. I saw a meme that came across Facebook. It said, "Yeah, sure you've been in debt, but have you ever been in Steppenwolf 50 planets deep debt?
No, 50,000 planets deep.
50,000 planets deep." I was like,
you better get the Silver Surfer or something. You gotta have to cross. You gotta have to cross into Marvel territory to be able to pay that debt,
right?
But even the storyline, like they made you feel like for Steppenwolf because yes, he was a villain and he was doing this, but you felt for him because what he was doing was like he was really trying to impress Darkseid, and he wanted to come back.
Which I want to say, and not to go off on anime, but anime is real good at doing that. Anime, whenever they give you a villain, even if it's a diabolical villain, whenever they give you a villain, they make you feel for the villain too, though. Like the villain has some type of backstory.
There's a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason.
A justifiable reason.
Exactly. Because I will tell you, in my old age, there's a lot of villains I'd be like, nah, yeah, you
can relate with that.
like the
Prime
Joker.
Example, Magneto. Well, the Joker.
Yeah, when you saw the newest movie, did you not kind of feel sorry for him in a way?
Well, in the newest movie, yes.
Yeah, I'm talking about the newest movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about just like Joker from
no.
in general. I was like, yo, this motherfucker's just psychotic.
No, I'm talking about the newer one.
But yeah,
like, just like to kill people.
You see like the psychotic break of Joker.
But like Thanos, how they built Thanos.
Yeah.
You was like, he's doing this. The reason behind it, yes, it's very morbid
and very extreme, but it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Or like one of my favorite comics, The Watchmen.
Yeah.
The plan behind Ozymandias, the world is about to be destroyed because of all the nuclear war, and he basically turns Dr. Manhattan into the villain.
Yeah.
But he's really the villain. If y'all ain't seen Watchmen, y'all please go see that.
And
the movie or the show?
The movie is basically not the show, because I ain't seen the show yet, but I'm talking about the movie is based basically off the original comic run. And it's fantastic.
I have seen the movie. I have not seen the show, but shout out Pops, because my dad watched the show and he has been on me ever since he watched it for me to watch the show.
Listen to Kratos.
I'm gonna watch it, Pop.
Come here, boy.
But I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched the series either. But my reason for not watching the series is because of the Oklahoma massacre part of it. I just knowing that anytime I watch stuff like that, I get pissed off, and it like stays with me for like a week. I know that's not good, but that's why I try not to watch movies and shows like that, because it stays on me for a good minute.
Yes.
I need to watch it.
You need to watch it,
but
though.
It stays on me. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to watch it. I just got to like emotionally prepare
just
myself.
Play a video game. You'll be all right.
Right.
Let's talk
Turn
about
on that golden eye.
Oh yeah.
How do you? For those who didn't know, I did get
Shout
my
out.
I'm so
I
proud
did
of you.
get golden eye.
Have you tried it out?
Not yet. I've been waiting on y'all.
Oh.
I thought we was gonna play the multiplayer.
Oh.
You're gonna
I
lose.
told you I know I'm gonna lose. I'm not looking in here to come in here smashing people.
Oh boy! I'm gonna put some Bengay on my hands for this.
But like
he gonna beat you like I'm gonna beat Ken and Tekken.
Oh,
Here
Lord.
we go.
Here we
I
go.
was laughing.
He wasn't laughing. He got worried, y'all.
I wish y'all could see my face.
Oh man, cameras are coming.
y'all wanna
soon.
see my face?
Video is coming soon.
So
We're
let's
working
talk
on it.
about how they improved the Flash.
Oh, for
Yes.
sure.
I will say one scene in particular, which I thought it was them being goofy with Flash at first, but the scene when he was saving the chick from the truck flipping, with her car flipping and the truck hitting her.
Yeah.
Like how they conveyed very well of how powerful Flash really is. That he has to interact with the world in a very
Delicate.
Yes,
way.
that's a good word.
Because seeing him how he broke the glass with just his fingertip, and then he had to kind of like tiptoe down the steps, and then like he slid under her, even though he wasn't moving that fast, like from that perspective,
Right.
And then he had to like fold her gently and put her down on the ground gently to make sure she didn't get hurt from him.
When he twisted to go out of the doorway and his shoes
He
like
just blew his
exploded.
shoes
Evaporated off his feet, yeah.
Whoa, that I was like,
And
I've never seen anything that crazy in my life.
It wasn't like a hard twist. It was just like he was just facing.
He just gently twisted his body towards the doorway and his shoes just exploded.
bro, the Speed Force is something that it's very, very powerful.
And very complex.
Very complex too. So you get into the Speed Force, you're like, okay.
Which is why he's really smart too, because you have to be smart to really think about the physics of how fast am I going. If I can't go too fast, but I have to go fast enough just to make sure that I
See,
don't
a
mess
lot of
with
people
time.
don't realize that Barry Allen is actually a very smart person. I mean, he's a forensic scientist.
I was about to say you would have
what
to
I'm
say
saying?
he's genius level.
He is. He's definitely genius level.
Because for him to understand something that doesn't necessarily have understanding, because nobody's experienced the Speed Force.
Exactly.
So for him to understand it in a way to where he can operate it to that level that he did in the Justice League movie, that like the fact that they made that make sense. The fact that they showed that the Speed Force is something powerful and the Flash is something powerful.
It's beyond our imagination, basically.
Yeah.
The thing that I really like about the Flash as a character, and with him being like ultra smart, is that it would take somebody with his intelligence to control his power the way he does. Because if Superman had his powers, it would be berserker. You know what I mean? Like he wouldn't be able to control it because Superman has powers, or Superman has problems controlling the powers that he has sometimes, versus the Flash that can do that kind of thing.
I would say he don't have power. He don't have problems.
If anything, he never gets a chance to use his power.
Honestly,
No,
I
Superman
think-
can be altered.
I think Superman has the greatest control of his powers.
I agree.
I don't think so.
Because the only reason I say that is because shout out to Justice League Unlimited, boy.
I knew you going there.
You see where I was
I already
going?
know where you're going with that.
In the Justice League Unlimited, Darkseid came to Earth.
Yeah.
Darkseid came to Earth.
Oh, that was a good battle, boy.
And he had this whole spiel. Superman was like, I always got to be careful with my powers and all this and that. He's like, but you big boy, you can take it.
I was about to say
shockwave?
it wasn't just that. He got, because I think Darkseid said something to him that like pissed him off. He was like, I'm trying to remember what he said, but he was basically like, I always have to be careful. I
Yes.
always have to treat the world I'm living in like it's a cardboard box.
And like it's
then he was,
fragile.
Yeah, but then he was like, but you can actually take it. So we have a rare opportunity here. I have an opportunity to cut loose for once because you can take it.
And he hit that
And
motherfucker so hard.
The glass was breaking. The shockwave
The
was
shockwave that came off of that punch. Oh,
I was like, I rewinded twice, 3 times. But I
Bro,
was
he
like,
hit him so hard I had to go pee.
dang, boy, it messed with your blood like
But
that.
I was like,
Bruh.
damn,
That
he
shockwave hit your
Bruh,
blood.
The whole TV screen was wiggling.
bro, when he
Like my
hit
poor
Darkseid,
analog.
like have you ever like you remember when you was a kid and you saw your cousin or something getting whooped or your friend getting whooped and you had that like shock face like ooh
Am I next?
yeah
Yeah.
that's the look I had when I
had the
saw
exact
him
same
hit
look. I
that
was
punch.
like, damn.
Whoa, ooh,
Look,
oh my god.
I'm just glad for the Flash. They took that whole, how do I fight? Oh, just push
Oh
him.
my God,
like,
bro.
Really?
But I gotta
That pissed me off the most.
I gotta disagree with you on who has the more control though. I think Flash has more control.
Thank you.
Only because, for one thing, Superman kind of grew up with his powers, so he was kind of like progressing his control along
Okay, I can
with
see
him.
where you're going. Yeah.
But like Flash was just kind of giving
Okay, I got
it to him. And then on top of that, Flash can run through time. Like the fact that he has to control that speed all the time, he has the ability to actually run through time, but he has to control that speed.
Yes.
I kind of feel like I kind of feel like the Flash has more control as far as control over his powers.
I'd agree with that.
Okay, I see where you're going.
Yeah.
I see where you're going.
The intelligence is a huge factor.
So you're saying basically the experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flash had his powers. He didn't have it since childhood.
No.
Exactly.
Superman did. Well,
Yes and no.
Do you think
And-
that Superman is smarter
No.
than Barry Allen?
No.
well, it depends on because
No.
this new Superman that they keep coming out with, like with all the, the Kree technology. Well, not the Kree. I'm sorry, Marvel. Terrible.
You was about to get roasted.
I was about to roast myself.
I was like, wait a minute.
Bad
Kree?
Camden.
That's not right.
Kryptonian stuff.
Kryptonian. Gotcha.
So with this new movie and stuff, like his knowledge and stuff of that, and like even in the new cartoons and stuff, like he has a vast knowledge of like a lot of stuff. Like the Fortress of Solitude has all these creatures that he's preserving and all this and that, and I'm like,
Which I want to say,
that was given to him though. I mean, like,
no, he
but
found
even
all
that,
that stuff.
I was about to say,
though.
no, he found all that stuff. But even with that, I always believed Superman was intelligent. It's just that wasn't his.
Do you believe
Power.
Superman's power is, and I'm going to put the word technically in front of this, but technically unlimited?
Yes.
Okay, so if his power is technically unlimited and he can run as fast as he wants to, how come he can't do what the Flash can do with the same power?
The Speed Force is not just running. The Speed Force is like
It's an intelligent thing that Superman can't do.
but
Well,
also too,
the
I
thing
feel
is,
like
If it's not a power issue, it's an
no, but the Speed
intellect
Force
issue.
is a power.
Well, I was about
That's
to
what
say
you
the
don't
Speed
realize.
Force.
The Speed Force is a power.
Because here's the thing with the Flash. The Flash isn't necessarily a fast runner. The Flash is generating the power of the Speed Force. So the Speed Force is an external thing that he's generating. It's almost like
But Superman's power is unlimited. I've seen this dude rewind time just like the Flash can.
But
don't do
that-
that.
just
We're not
saying.
going back to Superman
also
2.
way too, it takes away. I mean, because if Superman's technically faster than Flash, then what's the Flash good for? The
That's what I'm saying.
is
The
known
Flash
for-
needs one up on Superman,
Adrian, get
And
and
I
the
agree.
Flash is smarter.
Adrian, if you ever reference Superman, Christopher Reeves going back in time again, you're off the mic.
I'm just saying, it's not just that movie.
No,
There's
what-
other instances.
When?
Here's
Didn't he do it in Superman Returns? No, not
Oh
Superman
my!
Returns.
Please don't mention that movie either. Jesus.
I was about
No,
He's
my
so bad.
bad. My bad. I'm
Adrian,
sorry.
That was a bad example.
That was a bad example. I'm sorry.
Here's what because I kind of feel what Adrian's saying, because there is a version of Superman that he went into the sun, like he went and sat in the sun for like a long time and came out like super powerful.
Superman Prime,
I think so. Yeah.
which
So-
is one of the ain't nobody.
Most OP.
Superman Prime's on a whole nother level.
I agree.
But with that being said, I do believe that if you take that version of Superman and he figures out how to run through time, he probably could.
I don't think you can.
I don't think he can
could.
either.
I don't think.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. As
Speed-
much as I love Superman, I feel like that would take away from the Flash because that's what makes the Flash
Oh no!
special.
When
Well,
the
but
Flash was running behind him in the Justice League and Superman caught that eye, Flash was caught way off guard.
Let me tell you something. If I'm the Flash and I'm running up and somebody can track me with their eye, I'm terrified.
It's game over at that point.
I'm crapping in my suit. Like,
I'm gonna go ahead and jump out the suit and put on normal clothes and be like,
Right.
I was just walking by.
How did you feel when you saw the Flash actually heal?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that part.
I'm
just
glad they
subtle
put that in
things
there.
like that.
Yeah.
is what I loved.
Because nobody thinks about that he can actually regenerate.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
and regenerate fast. But something I found funny about the movie though, at that part specifically, when he was running around the base to generate energy, and he was supposed to come like tap Cyborg to get him to like jump him into the mother box. How is it that this man has been running around this loop for like 5-10 minutes, telling y'all, "Hey, I can't maintain this. Hey guys, y'all touched the mother box yet?" hey guys,
Just let you know, I've been tired for like 68 seconds now.
Like, hey, yo, I can't keep this up. I can't keep this up.
Well,
the minute that mug gets hit and he falls and gets that gash, and it's like, Flash, where you at? Flash, Flash, where you at?
We need you now.
Like, I know the reason because they had to show off the time travel part. I'm just saying, like, y'all really gonna come after this dude? He been running around.
Exactly.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say it's just it puts the dedication, like it, because the problem I had with the first one, he was too jokey. Like he just seemed really like
He wasn't Barry Allen. He should have been Wally West.
yeah.
No, he should have been the Wally West Flash.
But I mean, in this movie, I feel like he played Barry Allen pretty good.
I don't know, man. I got more of a Wally West vibe. Like I really got.
I mean,
Wally
I feel
West
you.
vibe.
It's just that,
Yeah.
like, as far because the first one, yeah, definitely, he was definitely a lot goofier in the first one. But this one, he seemed to show off, and it was like subtle, but he seemed to show off like he understands the magnitude of his power. Because he kept saying like, okay, that's one rule I can't break, but because of this situation, I'm gonna break it. And with him running around the thing, that was another rule he couldn't break.
Why
Like
can't
he was
they
breaking
get
it for
his
this.
run right?
But I think it depends on because
Why can't they get his run right?
they did a
The
good
run
job
was
because
ugly.
when he had to be serious, he was okay. I'm serious. But of course, when he didn't have to be serious, and that's when you get the Wally West in there. So I mean, they gave you a little bit of both.
But as I say, I feel like he did Barry Allen pretty good because Barry Allen was a jokester.
It depends on. I guess it depends on the series you've been watching. Like the Barry Allen from Flashpoint Paradox.
But he was serious because he had to be serious.
Even at the beginning, like I don't know, man.
Plus in the
I just
cartoons?
felt.
I feel like
so much more
Barry
like
Allen
Wally
has always
West.
been like a lighthearted dude, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Plus in the cartoon, they make him a little more serious in the cartoons. I
In
think.
yeah,
I mean,
Which one we talking about though?
the Justice League.
Unlimited.
Well, both of them kind of.
That was Wally West.
yeah,
That wasn't Barry Allen.
that was Wally West in the Justice League Unlimited. Yeah.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna have
Did
to
we
go
just
back and watch
did
it.
we just blow it?
No, I'm
Look
looking
at this.
Brain blast. What?
Y'all should have seen this pause on his face because he was really thinking hard, boy. Them
I
gears
was.
was turning.
But because I can't. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Yo, how'd you feel when you saw Martian Manhunter come out?
Man,
Spoiler alert!
this
Right.
dude shows up, knows what's going on, doesn't do a damn thing, and then shows up at the end like, I got you next time, bro.
I know that's what pissed me off. Like you showed up at that woman's house. You knew what was coming. You knew what was going on. And then you wait till Batman has a dream and you show up on his doorstep saying, "Hey, yeah, I knew about your struggle, but I got you next time. I got you with Darkseid, not Steppenwolf, but I got you with Darkseid."
No, here's the thing that bump that. The dude was the general since Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Since Man of Steel.
I didn't even catch that at first. I was like, 'cause he
Yeah.
looked familiar, but then I thought about it, I was like,
So you've been seeing all of this,
Yeah.
all of it,
and
you
you
saw,
just
yeah,
chilling.
but
he saw
like
Zod.
that makes it even worse though, because you understand what is coming. Because first of all, you're a Martian, so you probably done ran into one of Darkseid.
He's probably been on the planet for some decades, just
he's been
collecting
there a
data.
minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they said he was actually protecting the anti-life equation. Apparently, from what I heard.
Yeah.
But see, again, why would you let Steppenwolf get that close?
What you doing?
I say that is the only issue I had with that movie.
Oh, yeah.
was the fact that they
And see, for
they
a
just
lot of
kinda
people
brought
who
him at the
don't
end.
know who Martian Manhunter is, I don't know. He's one of my favorite Justice League members. I love Martian Manhunter.
He is definitely one of the at least
Useful,
top
definitely
three,
useful.
top three most powerful.
No, he is strong. A lot of so Martian Manhunter is, of course, he's from Mars, and so they have like their own race and stuff. They're green, and they can shapeshift. They also can shapeshift. They can
shapeshift.
fly. They can also phase through material.
Oh,
They got
it's-
telekinesis.
It's
Or not
shapeshift.
telekinesis,
They have
but,
telekinesis,
No, they had telekinesis and telepathy.
telepathy.
They have it's the super strength, telepathy, telekinesis, shapeshifting, and phasing.
Ability to fly.
What I mean, that's because of the telekinesis.
Okay.
They can learn different languages too.
Well, they can learn on the fly because of the telekinesis. Yeah, the telekinesis. I mean, the
massive intelligence?
not telekinesis. I'm sorry, the telepathy.
Yeah.
But I mean, massive intelligence.
Yes.
that's one of them. What else? I felt like there was more.
So yeah, so Martian Manhunter, he's not really. So for fans for people that seen that, just regular people that seen that, they didn't probably know who the hell it was.
Oh, no.
I got a friend of mine, Kyle. He didn't even know who it was. He was like, "Who the hell is the green guy?" I was like, "Brother, that is Martian Manhunter." And so, Martian Manhunter, he has this. I don't know if, of course, nobody don't know this, but like I guess you just say the avid fans or whatever, their weakness is fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know. You remember the episode Justice League when Batman had everybody's weakness?
Oh, that was
And
Doom.
he caught him on fire. Then he goes,
Doom.
Yeah.
So Martian Manhunter's weakness is fire, like literally, like him catching on fire, being around fire. That's like their weakness. It makes them go crazy.
Is it all of the Martians? Because like, what was his little niece or something? The one that was in Young Justice.
Megan or
Megan.
Megan.
Yeah.
Well, was her weakness fire too? Because it seemed like with Martian Manhunter, it was because his world was on fire, like Mars was on fire, and it was like a phobia.
She's weak to fire too, but they never really used it to her.
They kind of didn't explain that, right?
Yeah, but that's why, because I remember when I was watching the Justice League, I remember they went back to like his backstory, and the reason he was scared of fire was because like it was traumatizing, and it's like I said, it's like a phobia. But I could be wrong.
Man, arguably, man, I can say like Martian Manhunter, he can, man, I think he can go like toe to toe with Superman.
Yeah. When I was saying top 3, I was talking about Superman, him, and probably
I can agree with
Flash.
I
Because
can
the
agree
most
with that.
powerful.
Martian Manhunter, like all he gotta do is phase.
All his punches.
He grabbed that brain of yours. He faced that head of yours.
Yo,
grabbed that brain.
you done?
That's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
I can agree-
Like,
I can
the
agree with
dude
that.
is strong. So underrated.
We were talking about Zeta, but they did good with Wonder Woman in this movie too. They actually gave her some meaning too.
That first fight scene.
Oh, yeah, that
in
first
the-
fight scene.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Was that the bank?
Yeah, that was a bank.
No, it was
No.
like a museum.
Was it? Was
Yeah,
You're right.
because the kids were on
Yeah.
not vacation.
No.
Field trip.
It was a bank. It was a bank. Yeah, because they thought that they were coming to steal something. That's why they were taking hostages. They thought they were coming to steal the money out the bank. It was a bank.
Oh, I thought
do
it was a
remember that.
museum.
That was a
They were-
museum.
That was a train station. Shit, I need to go back.
We over here just throwing different.
No, it's
We
more
all
than
over the
3.
place.
It's
It was definitely a Toys
Damn, did
R
we
Us.
watch the movie?
But no, it definitely was a bank because I remember them. Because I remember thinking it was weird that they would take kids on a field trip to a bank, but I guess because it's such a large
Here's
bank.
the ATM. Here's the vault.
Yeah,
Cyborg can get in all this.
That's how you make change for $1.
This is where you get stamps.
right. But I will say, yeah, that first fight scene with Wonder Woman was
I thought it was,
amazing.
it was choreographed so well.
Oh,
With
yeah.
the I know it was mostly CGI, but I thought it was fantastic.
Which going back to Cyborg, that was crazy about his background story with his mom dying.
Oh yeah, the car crash.
That was like the biggest change. Shout out Zack Snyder, bro.
And he spit his drink out for that one. Dog,
I ain't even got a
you
drink.
need a napkin for your mic?
I almost coughed. Yo, you talking a lot of shit tonight, bro. I'm about to really get on you, man. On
Dash
this mic. Don't do
unhinged.
that. I'm gonna really
That
get
poor
this
mic,
man,
boy.
bro. I'm really gonna get this man.
But I will say with Zack Snyder though, what's the dude's name that's over the Marvel Cinematic Universe? He's like in charge of all the movies
I
and
know you're
stuff.
talking about. I gotta look that up.
Whatever his position is,
Yeah, that guy.
they need to give it to Zack. That
Absolutely.
position, Warner
you
Brothers
though?
needs to give that decision to Zack. I mean, that position to Zack.
Okay, so I understand that we got the Snyder cut of the movie, and we're very impressed with the Snyder cut of the movie. I still personally believe that it could be done better.
It can.
It can be.
And it's Kevin Feige.
Kevin Feige, yeah.
Kevin Feige.
Because the Snyder cut, it still had this dark tone Christian Bale Dark Knight series movie thing going on through most of it, and it doesn't play well.
Wait a minute now.
DC's dark. What do you mean it's playing?
Wait a minute now.
I understand that, but some movies don't need to have that going on in every other scene.
I can kind of get what Adrian's saying.
But hold on, but you can't compare the Christopher Nolan universe. That's completely different.
I agree.
I know,
Because
but
the
he was
Nolan
still
verse-
using those dark tones to it.
But see,
though.
Nolan's verse was more of a dark tone as opposed because it put in a real life perspective. Every villain, the hero of Batman, he put into like this person could be real.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Justice League with Darkseid,
I understand.
Flash, and
I
stuff like
understand.
that. There was no superpowered villains or heroes in the Christopher Nolan verse.
I'm just saying, me personally, I would like to see more of a colorful universe with DC. Me personally.
This ain't Marvel.
I kind of feel like that's probably why they went that dark way, because Marvel is so
Bright and colorful and
because like just Thor Ragnarok.
Oh yeah,
that movie was bright as hell.
It was vibrant
and it looked great.
I mean, when I think of DC, I think of like dark. I mean, because most of the background story
You think of
is a dark.
Batman as being dark,
No.
and like
Superman's is
I
dark.
think pretty much.
some Superman is dark. Y'all are going down like the
Bro, Superman lost his whole
I know
planet.
most people in
I
DC is a dark
understand
story.
that. But he also grew up on a cornfield in Kansas,
And lost his uncle. Or, I mean, not his
dad.
uncle. I'm thinking about Spider-Man.
Uncle Ben.
I mean,
Yes.
But I mean, in that scene too, when it needed to be bright, it was bright. It wasn't really dark when he was in the farm.
No, I mean, Smallville, come on, bro. It's not it.
And again, like if you think about the whole movie in general, there is like the story itself is dark. You got the beginning, which the mother boxes are waking up because they know Superman is dead, and then
Which was crazy when he was yelling.
yeah, that's a whole
And
crazy
like,
thing in
and it
itself.
traveled.
No, I'm not saying like. I'm saying color wise, like
Oh, you talking about the monotone colors? and stuff
yeah,
like that.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like the actual
Okay.
story, like I'm not trying to
want some-
combat the backstories of
You want
DC.
sunshine.
I want some brighter tones to the
But see,
movie.
I got
want to
you
see
now.
Aquaman in an Aquaman suit, not Jason Momoa shirtless. Like,
You talking about the way it was filmed?
yeah, the
Okay.
dark cinematography, all that kind of stuff. Like, I feel if you
Okay.
brighten it up, it would play more to the comics.
Hold on,
I think
Adrian.
that would take away from it.
It would.
Really?
It
Yes.
would. It
I
would,
don't
it would
think
kill
so.
it.
No, I
I
don't
feel
think
like
so.
it would because of like I said, because of the story for one thing. Because like I said, it's coming from a dark place to begin with because Superman is dead.
Hold on,
and then it's
Adrian.
going to a place where they're
Oh, this
fighting.
dude got a point over
They're
here.
fighting the apocalypse.
No, hold on. Now, if you Aquaman,
Mm-hmm.
you Jason Momoa, you not gonna be shirtless all the time?
But I'm not saying
Got him.
if I was Aquaman. I'm saying if Aquaman on the Jason Momoa spectrum, give him some little, like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy get up, like some old school Aquaman. Like I'm trying to see like a starfish on his belt and like some bright green tighty whities and some orange boots. Like I want to see Aquaman.
He's talking about the weak Aquaman.
If I want to
put
see him
seashells
come
over his nipples?
Yeah, I want to see him come skiing in on 2 seals. Like,
Oh,
like that's the Aquaman I want to see. How come Wonder Woman's costume was perfect? Aquaman's costume was trash.
Well, they got it right in the Aquaman movie, which I think that's also had
the
something.
end.
I know, but I think that also had something to do with it because this was supposed to be the prequel to those movies.
Don't clown me because I like comic books.
No. I'm not clowning you. I'm asking you though, because I'm putting it from a personal perspective.
Okay, all right.
If you Aquaman, would you want to have a shirt?
Is that why they kept putting Henry Cavill like shirtless in that movie? Because there was no reason for him to be shirtless.
Well, there was at the beginning because he got brought back to life.
Where'd he get the pants from then? If he got pants on, why did he have to
Where
rip
did
his
those
shirt
pants
off?
come from?
Exactly, because he was fully suited when Aquaman
fully
put him
suited.
in that water.
He should have been fighting them in the suit he got buried in.
Exactly, in a 3-piece. But what was he? Shoeless and shirtless. This dude just wearing some slacks. Why? Why? Okay, I see you.
they changed his clothes for him. Oh, before we put him in the water, let's change his clothes.
I did not even think about that. I
Oh,
didn't either.
yeah, because y'all out here trying to be swole. Y'all like, yeah, shirtless. I'm over here trying to be logical. Like, where did his clothes go? They just pulled him out the casket. Why would he be shirtless in the casket? Had to rewind and everything. I'm like, nah, they put him in the water in a suit.
Yeah, Zack Snyder, you listen to this, bro? Why is my man shirtless and shoeless?
And that's
He pulled flat
because
butts
here's
out
the
them
thing,
shoes.
like, it's not even. Yeah, it makes no sense because it'd have been one thing if like his sleeves just fell off or like he came out of the pool like his clothes was ripped off. He had no shirt.
He pulled Hulk.
He did pull a hole. And the pants he had on was not the dress pants. Them look like some sweatpants.
They was some pressed slacks.
That's when you take a nap when you sleep in your
And if he's
sweatpants.
been buried that long, them them creases should not have been there like that. There should have been at least 1 or 2 wrinkles in them pants. And there was not. I'm sorry. I noticed weird things in the movie. He didn't have to be shirtless in that scene.
Now I can't watch that movie again. I'm gonna see it. I'm like,
I mean, that's a good point though.
it's a very good point.
Because you got to think about the fact it wasn't just because it would have been one thing if he lost his just his jacket. Because if he had a 3-piece suit on, that means he had a dress shirt on and a jacket.
Mm-hmm.
He lost both the mugs. Ain't nothing happened to his pants. His pants was like straight, still clean.
Hold up. And I have another question because, Keston, you watched the Warner Brothers movie before, right? So you might, okay. Because I thought of this and I didn't have time to go back and double check for myself. Wasn't the casket that he was buried in, didn't have a Superman emblem on it?
It did.
Yeah, it did.
And the casket they pulled out didn't have no emblem on it.
No, you gotta realize they had 2 different burials. The Superman casket was empty. The Clark Kent casket had him in it.
All right.
Oh,
He was buried. He had 2 different funerals. Remember?
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
You had the Superman
okay.
funeral,
Which-
and then you had the Clark Kent funeral.
I'm just
that brings up another point though. When they were digging Superman up, why were the 2 most powerful people not helping them dig it up?
Oh yeah, they were chilling the cut.
Aquaman was just having midlife revelations.
Yeah, like the 2 strongest people. Well, first of all, actually, that brings up another point. Why wasn't Flash going as fast as he could to dig that?
He said something about it though.
What'd he say?
He said we could get it done in like a couple of microseconds or something. I can't remember the line he said. But then who was it that was digging with him? Cyborg, right?
Cyborg, yeah.
Cyborg just started shoveling at normal speed. Which he's a cyborg, so he could shovel at super speed if he wanted to. I don't know if it was just. I don't know. I didn't understand
He could have
that.
turned his hand into a big gravel thing and he just grabbed it up.
If I'm Grave Robin in the middle of the night and I have the ability to use superpowers to get it done faster so I don't get found out, I'm going to take full advantage of that situation.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because Jason Momoa and Wonder Woman were just in the van drinking and not helping at all. The two strongest people, again, like I said, the 2 strongest people not helping. And then when they get the thing unearthed, they help them at the end to
Get the water from the mud.
Why didn't
Batman definitely has a machine that could have done this faster.
Absolutely.
Which would have been super noisy.
and hold up, bump that. That brings up another point. Batman could have bought the graveyard.
Right.
Batman could have bought the graveyard and be like, all right, go get him.
He bought the whole Kent farm at the end of the movie.
He bought the bank.
Excuse me. Sorry, the bank.
Farm.
He bought the whole bank.
He bought the whole bank that
Superman
owned
was like, "How'd you do that?" "Oh, I bought the bank."
Which
His
I wanna
superpower's
say,
money.
Which I privilege.
When the Flash got in his car, I'm sorry, what was your power? Oh, I'm rich. Thank you. Check, please. Trying to make this point for a long time
Speaking
now.
of Batman, how about that last scene between him and Joker? Do you not feel the tension between them?
Hold on, before we get on that, okay, I gotta ask you a question. You wake up as Superman. You've been dead. You see Lois Lane.
Smash her.
What's
I got you.
Didn't even finish the question.
I ain't even. You trash it. You getting some buns, and then you gonna go to the Kemp farm.
Oh, Lois.
Why? Okay, here's another point though. Obviously, he could recognize faces, right? Why did Batman piss him off so bad? And then Lois comes and he's like, I'm good now. And why did the police and the army not follow him where he went to?
Well,
Because
that
of
goes back to
Superman.
Batman
It was
versus
like-
Superman.
They was blasting on him the first go around. Why?
But see,
He
here's
was
the
a
thing. It was
terrorist.
like
It goes back
like
to Batman
I don't
versus
get paid enough for this because if I was a cop trying to fight Superman, I'd have been like, yo, y'all don't pay me enough for this. I'm going home.
Bro, I'm not shooting.
I would
I
have
have my gun up.
I say, y'all
I'm
can have
going
Superman.
home.
I'm going home. Here's my gun. Here's my badge. Here's
my
I'm
outfit.
not going
home.
home. The
I'm gonna watch.
bodysuit. Like I'm going home.
Damn, y'all got fucked up.
Come
You to me.
come in, copy. We've got a situation downtown. Superman is going berserk. All
That's
officers
whole-
respond. Excuse
Whole
me,
police
what?
department. Whole police
God,
department.
man, I just got sick. I'm gonna turn my cop car around. I got something going on. Something in my throat.
I'm not leaving.
Hey, I got COVID.
You gonna
I got
fire
COVID.
me for not shooting bullets that's gonna bounce off of Superman? What kind of shit is that?
Report to the part with Superman. Excuse me?
What?
Did y'all not see what happened when him and Zod fought? Did we not learn something?
Half the city is gone right now.
Exactly.
You know how many people died?
Okay, I just want to get
That dude's made of metal, and he just slung him clear across this field.
I just had to say that. So what was
This little Kevlar ain't doing nothing.
What was you saying?
Oh, it's just about the last scene between Batman and Joker.
Which I say it was definitely out of place, but I'm so glad we got to see the actual way Jared Leto wanted to portray his Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It gave us because Jared Leto really got into that role.
He's making up for Suicide Squad.
That 2 minutes of him. Oh Lord! But that 2-minute clip in the epilogue of the Justice League movie was better than his whole Joker
movie.
in Suicide Squad.
Exactly.
Because you felt it when he was talking about Lois Lane, not Lois Lane, Robin.
Oh God, the death of Robin.
Yeah.
When he got into that, I was like, "Oh, we going there?"
No, the part where he said he was holding Harley Quinn as she was dying, and he said the last thing she said to me was to make you die slow. I felt that.
Oh,
He said that's a promise I intend to keep.
Yes.
I was like, oh,
And
man.
then Batman was like, "Oh, that's okay. I got Harley Quinn." And Joker was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, okay, you win."
But that was
He
the.
said, "Oh, you almost got me." You're
But that was the
really
thing
good,
because that I will say that was some good acting because you could see like the fear that Joker had for like that few seconds where he thought Batman might be serious this time.
second.
Yeah.
Split second. Then he was like, "I'm Joker."
Right. That was crazy.
He meant it.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, you almost got me, motherfucker." But I'm Joker, so I'm okay.
And then you want to show Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke, and then you don't give me the movie of Deathstroke versus Batman. Oh, my heart dropped. I was so sad.
I agree.
Because Joe Manganiello or Manganiello, I think I'm saying.
I know who you're talking about, but he looked like Deathstroke.
So
Wow.
would
And
you-
I did not know. I'm sorry, but I did not know he is a huge comic fan. Huge comic book fan.
So you were watching Titans, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How about the Deathstroke? Would you think he'd be a better Deathstroke?
Okay, so if anybody, have you ever seen Titans?
I haven't
Kesson?
watched it yet. But
Adrian?
I haven't watched
y'all
it.
go ahead.
So the Titans TV show that came on, what did it start off on TNT,
No, I think it was
TBS? It started off on regular
FX?
TV,
I don't know.
and then now it's strictly on HBO Max, which is it needs to be because it's man when they said like cuss
got-
words for the first time on a TV show, I was like, oh my god,
they were having sex on there.
yeah, sex, blood, guns. I was like, Jesus, this show is brutal. But that Deathstroke, it makes the Deathstroke from Green Arrow look like shit. That Deathstroke from, yeah. You know what? If you're a Deathstroke fan from Arrow, that we're talking about the TV series, you know what?
He's judging you.
Oh, fine. Hey, that's fine. But the Deathstroke I remember is definitely the one from Titans. That cold demeanor, that the way he looked, his build, like how he acted. Yeah, that's the Deathstroke. And then the one Joe Manganiello, the way he looked, bro, he hit it spot on. And they're talking about doing a Batman versus like so the Ben Affleck Batman was going to fight Deathstroke. I don't know what the storyline was going to be, but that was going. Oh my god, that would have been fire.
Yeah. I would love to see that.
Can I say something about the Ben Affleck Batman though?
Oh, here we go.
I still don't believe it. I just can't. I can't see Ben Affleck as Batman.
I love it.
I can't.
I love it.
I tried.
I would say he's a better Bruce Wayne. Than
He is a
Batman.
better Bruce Wayne.
And which is crazy because for Batman, it's either you're a good Bruce Wayne or a good Batman. You can't ever find both.
Michael Keaton.
Oh, okay, I guess you're right.
Good point.
Michael Keaton. That's it.
I guess
Yeah.
you're right.
Or Kevin Conroy, but he's the voice actor. Which
Oh yeah, he's fucking
Kevin
amazing.
Conroy
Oh,
is
man.
Batman.
He is.
Yeah, but that's like saying Mark Hamill's the Joker. Like,
He is. He is.
because he is.
No,
but,
he
you know.
is.
There is only one Joker, which is Mark Hamill. But
How
There's
about
other
Flash with
Jokers.
a beard on the end?
Yo, that threw me off so bad.
bro, when the
Because
visor
when his-
came down, I was like,
I was about to say when the visor opened up so you could see his face, I was like, "What happened to Flash?" I thought it was somebody completely new. I was
you
like,
too?
I was like, "Are we doing universe jumping?" Like,
I was not informed.
Yeah, I was like, did I miss something? But then I was like looking closer. I was like, oh no, that's still the same dude. Oh, okay. I'm good now. I didn't miss nothing. But
Which is kind of exciting because ever since the Zack Snyder version came out, people want more now. So they're actually talking about doing a second and third movie too, which needs to be because I want to see Darkseid. I want to see Darkseid fight.
I don't think we're gonna.
You
get
stay
it,
in
man.
that. So right now there is a huge, just like they said, release the Snyder cut. It's the largest trending hashtag I think on Twitter. It's like 1.5 and counting, 1.5 million, saying restore the Snyderverse, and they're getting a lot of people behind it.
I'm sorry.
Snyder's already said that
lot.
he's done.
Here's the
He
thing,
said that
though.
he wasn't going to release the Snyder cut.
Here's the thing, because I believe Zack Snyder was smart with that. Him saying he's not going to do it just amped up the fans more. So now when he goes back to Warner Brothers and they say we want you to do the Snyderverse, his check is blank.
I don't think he'll do it because so many people want it.
I would say his check is going to be blank because they know he's going to sell.
I just want you to finish the story. Just finish the story. Give me a battle with Darkseid. That's all I want. I just want to see Darkseid going because you give me a little piece and you stop. Maybe we can
Well, there is a couple things that WB did do that was very smart on their end to tell Zack Snyder not to do. Zack Snyder in the original, so he was slated to do a trilogy or whatever, the Snyderverse of his Justice League. He wanted to he was going to have Lois Lane and Batman be together. They were going to be a couple or whatever. When Superman came back, she was going to go back to Superman. But so how the Snyderverse was going to get jumping off from like the Flashpoint. So like, Flash coming telling Batman, it's all about Lois Lane, save Lois Lane. Because Lois Lane ends up getting killed because Batman can't save her. And then Superman ends up going berserk. But it was all because of the turmoil between Batman loving Lois Lane, but Lois Lane loving Superman. But they took that out.
which is crazy.
Which I'm glad.
When they warned him not to bring Superman to life, and of course it was catch-22 because he was like, "Don't do it." But I mean, you had to do it because you weren't going to be able to beat Steppenwolf without Superman.
It is a catch-22.
But then, of course, it backfired because, well, we don't really know what happened, but we know what happened as far as why he technically turned evil.
Yeah,
was because of Lois.
Yeah,
Lois Lane. Well, with her dying, that it and it also
allegedly,
but it also because we didn't even really jump on this topic with the villain being Darkseid, bro. Like, this is Darkseid we talking about in Justice League. They showed him. We got Darkseid in a movie.
I just don't understand.
and was going in. He was beating everybody's
Oh my
butt.
god! And you got to see the Omega beams.
But then when he got hurt, I was like, "Oh God, Darkseid, you all right? You need a tissue for that?"
Yo, tell me he trashed that Green Lantern dude though. Good.
Lord, I was really
Can we
glad
talk
to see
about how useless the Green Lantern Corps is? The mugs don't ever help with nothing.
Trash.
They don't help
Trash.
with nothing.
Until the Black Green Lantern come in, then things gonna change.
John Stewart.
So matter of fact, so I got a fact on that. So, but we when we talked about Martian Manhunter, Zack Snyder's original idea was to bring in John Stewart's Green Lantern as the big reveal.
Mm-hmm.
WB told him, "No, we're going to handle that in a separate movie." So after that, he was like, "Well, can I do Martian Manhunter?" And it was like, "Okay." So it was really supposed to be the John Stewart Green Lantern, but instead they gave us Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay with Martian Manhunter's role in that sense, because if it would have been a Green Lantern that showed up just randomly in the middle of the movie and was like, "You'll be okay, we need you," and then came to the end of the movie and was like, "I got you next time," I'd be like, "Bruh, where have you been at the whole time? Like, the whole time. We needed you."
Exactly. But that's, I will say, I would have rather had Martian Manhunter over Green Lantern.
Really?
Yeah. I've always been a fan of Martian Manhunter.
I got you.
Because even in the
He is
first
dope,
one,
though.
even in the first one, when they didn't bring him in, I was like, we talking about alien races. We talking about somebody coming from another world. Mm-hmm. It seemed pretty easy to bring in Martian Manhunter, but y'all didn't.
Especially since he's part of Justice League.
Especially since he's
when they
part
did
of
the
Justice
intro,
League.
he's literally part of the intro.
Yep. But it's like that Green Lantern dude got trash. I'm like, bro, you garbage.
But
Did he get his arm cut off or his head cut off?
Bro, he got just destroyed.
The ring said, "Oh, I'm out. Next person."
right.
You ain't shit.
Next up, a message.
I was gonna say that.
Got him.
Cold blooded.
But yeah, and here's my other problem with the Green Lantern Corps. So y'all know Darkseid is a major threat.
Absolutely.
Like his MO is literally go to this planet, destroy it. And he's been successful at doing that to the point where he gave one of his generals a 50,000 planet deck. So obviously,
He was dead, boy.
obviously this bruh has a standard and he's confident about his standard. So why would you only
1,000? God,
be planets, bro?
you
That's
make
a
galaxies.
lot
You're
of
messing
planets.
up.
But that's what I'm saying. So why would you send like 1 or 2 Green Lanterns to handle this? I'd send half the Corps.
I said the whole core.
The only reason I wouldn't send the whole Corps because from a military standpoint, you don't want to send everybody to one spot.
Hell no, it's Darkseid.
I understand that. That's why I said half. But what about the other villains around the universe?
Look,
that
I
you
feel like
gotta watch?
Darkseid's the most threat right now.
No, he is. That's why I said half. I would have sent like at least 100 Green Lanterns to go fight this dude.
100.
I said at least. I'm trying to send half of them.
You short sticking the shit
I know,
out
right?
of
He
that,
said
bro.
a core of them. That's what he did.
Damn, y'all really think?
No, I thought you was about to say
100 Green
100,000. You said 100.
Well, see, I don't know how big the Green Lantern Corps is.
Oh, it's
So I'm-
massive. They're all over the galaxy.
Wait,
Like I said,
100 Green Lanterns would have a problem with Darkseid? That's what you're telling me?
You really
Yes.
don't realize
Yeah,
how
you
strong
don't know.
That's
Darkseid
numbers,
is.
though. I understand how strong he is, but 100 Green Lanterns?
This man has a planet that fires shit up. Like, this man is strong.
but here's the other thing though. The only reason I said 100 for that specific event, like when he was fighting, because he was fighting gods.
Okay.
So, like, I feel like the
he
gods
was
are
fighting
helping
like
too.
Ares and shit. Yeah.
So
Which
I
was
feel like
crazy when he was fighting gods.
that was crazy as
I was
fuck, wasn't it?
like, when Zeus was in there, I was Zeus. What?
that's
I was like,
that was the
Ares?
thing.
I was like,
Zeus.
whoa.
It's like Zeus had time today.
Yeah, it blew my mind.
When did you pencil that in?
Zeus ain't out here tricking?
I
What's
was
going on?
I was like, oh crap, Zeus. I was like, if Zeus had time for this is a major threat. Like
That's
for
how
real.
that's how you know you're a threat. When you gotta have real gods that you didn't even know
He didn't-
was even part of that.
He just like, he didn't even send Hercules to handle this. He was like, nah, I got this.
It's like I got this.
Pop's got this. Boy, you sit back. Let your dad handle this, boy.
Shout out to the Amazonians, too. Them
Oh,
mascara. Please let me die and go to there one day.
I was wondering what you were gonna say.
They would make you a slave.
That's fine.
Death by Snoop.
That's fine.
That's my sister.
That's fine. You said death by what?
Snoop.
I remember. Shout out to Futurama, baby.
Planet Amazonians? I'm
yes,
sorry.
I
Okay.
remember.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Well, you know.
That was good.
Yeah, but just shout out the mascara.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me crash land it. Boy, let that place exist.
Which they're hardcore
I
too.
wouldn't come back.
I would not fight them, but they go in.
I'll go-
We're going in.
They'll say you have to learn our ways. Okay.
That's fine.
Would it?
I'm open 24/7.
Where do I get one of them loincloths? These pants just feeling mad restrictive. I want to be part of the culture. I don't want to look like an outsider or anything. I need me one of them kilts or whatever y'all call them for the men.
Which is crazy because even the mom, she goes in too.
Right?
The mom was fighting in that movie.
I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on loincloth. This must
I don't know what they call it.
I
sorry.
need no armor. I don't care about armor. I just want the
I just want a
loin.
loincloth.
Yo, when they was running from Steppenwolf and they were doing those tricks on the horse and
Yo,
throwing
that junk
stuff
was
and shooting
balls,
bows
bro.
and slaughtering on the ground.
Yo,
and
and
like,
like-
did you not get carpet burned?
Bro.
God.
The Jones in the tunnel with the big hammers.
Oh, I know,
I was
right?
like, jeez. I was like, yo,
And
this.
can we talk about the fact that these mugs was like on 10 waiting for that box to do something. All of them was in
Boy,
that
they were
hall
ready.
with the arrows up.
That
And they
black
was-
girl's G because I would not have went.
Yo, I'd rather have Themysciran soldiers than any soldier on the planet.
Oh yeah, they are dedicated.
Yo,
'Cause
I don't
that's-
know.
They are on Earth. We talking about Earth now.
Okay.
Bump it, Lennians. Nah.
No.
I want them Mascarans.
I was going
Mascarans.
Marvel, but it's all good.
Oh, you was about to go over there?
I was gonna say like Valkyrie. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nah, I still want them scared. Yo, them girls. Yo, they ready.
That black girl went up there. She's
Ain't
like,
none of them scared.
I'm not scared, but I'm kind of scared. But I'm gonna do it for my queen. She's oh shit.
She was ready.
Oh, they're ready. Yo, take them in the battle. I take them in the battle any day.
They got pushed back with a shockwave and got right back up instantly and ready to go.
Trashing people.
Didn't hesitate at
Nope,
all.
not at all.
Like you get hit with a shockwave out of nowhere and not all your team down, but they just hopped back up. It was like, okay.
The dedication to the mission though, because when she came running out that corridor and she was like, close it, and they started smashing them pillars to close it off, knowing that they were going to be stuck in there.
They didn't care.
They didn't care. They were
Not
like,
even
The girls had a wall.
For the
and
greater
when
good.
The wall was falling down.
I was about to say, not even a split second thought they did it.
Yeah.
They didn't even know. I'm telling yo.
they was holding them doors for her to slide up underneath it, and then they didn't come out with her. I was like, oh,
And then the
ultimate
whole
sacrifice.
pace just fell in the water.
yeah.
Bro.
And the fact that the thing falling in the water was a part of the plan. Like
Yeah.
I kind of thought they were just gonna like stay in there and like starve to death or something like that. But then when the thing fell in the water, I was like, oh, y'all going down with the ship.
No, they
going down with
dead,
the ship.
dead. They
Yeah, I was like,
Titanic dead.
oh, wow.
So what?
Sorry,
I
I
was
thought I
trying not
cast
to
it
laugh.
at the wrath of God.
It's been an honor playing with you, gentlemen.
The nigga said, "You want to tip God?" Like,
I'm sorry. I mean, they may go back to my Christian background, but you don't tempt God.
No, you
You
don't.
you don't play with God.
nope.
Oh, you unsinkable?
Iceberg.
Iceberg.
That dude control alt V'd a god dang iceberg. He was like, I got this shit. Let me paste this right here.
But I thought Batman did better in this one too. I felt like Batman had more of a story too in this new one too.
So the way they,
I believe the overall story was better for everybody.
well,
true.
the
Yeah,
way
for
Batman would, thank God they took out that him chasing that dude on the roof and hanging him over, and oh God, that part was so bad in the first Justice League. Jesus, really? Oh, why would you put that in there?
I've almost like completely X'd that movie from
Good
my memory.
Lord, that is up there with like Catwoman. Yeah, just take it out.
Again, Catwoman at least has Halle Berry, which
It was interesting to see.
we appreciate that.
We
but
do.
But I will say that not to
There's
go off on a
nothing good
tangent,
about that
but
movie.
that movie, I kind of believe that and this is based off of seeing her and John Wick, I believe if it was well written, she could play a good Catwoman. But that movie specifically was just garbage.
No, we've explained that.
Yeah, we explained that. We need to move on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we touched on that a few episodes
I hate that
back.
movie. So let's just.
Oh yeah. No.
I can
That was
tell.
it. Not trying to go off on a
Who the
tangent.
fuck, man? Let's go. Next,
We'll go this way.
next track.
But like every character in this, like the way that Zack Snyder really, I know it was 4 hours. 4 hours is long, but hell, so is Gone with
It
the
was,
Wind.
but it was supposed to. Like
But you could not ask somebody to bring in three,
five, 6 characters.
well, 3 brand new characters with no self-titled movie into the universe without giving some kind of background.
I think the movie would have been better at 3 hours. There was a lot of extra and slow-mo that we really didn't need to sit through.
I read something. There was 45 to 50 minutes of slow down time.
Yeah.
You know, the whole slow motion stuff? It was like 45 minutes of the movie is slow down.
I'm going to
time.
get back on my Aquaman kick real fast because remember the scene where he saves the 2 fishermen off of the boat in the storm?
Stay off my
and he
water.
brings them in and he slams dude on the table. He's like, I want whiskey. Drinks the cup, takes the bottle, says it's on him, walks out, rips his shirt off, goes into the ocean. Obviously, he had that shirt on when he went out of said ocean because he was wearing clothes when he dropped dude on the table.
And he was soaking wet.
Exactly. So then again, taking shirts off, like you like to mention
was no-
over
there was
here.
no-
Hold on, Adrian. You're giving us men Themyscira. You got to give the women something.
Message.
Point.
But what I'm saying is that they could have taken his shirt off in a scene where it would have made sense.
I get what you're saying.
That scene was added almost strictly for him to take his shirt off in front of a wave crashing against the damn water.
Sounds like a hater.
And it was in slow motion too.
Yeah, slow motion. Then he disappears into the wave.
That was kind of an unnecessary scene.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't need to see that scene.
It's for women. It's for the women.
It is.
What was that fisherman's name? What was the name of the bar?
Billy.
Where was he at?
I couldn't even tell you where they was at.
Exactly. It was a pointless scene for the eye candy.
Eye candy
You
sales
went to,
sometimes.
they went to, it does. I mean, the mascara. I will keep going back to the mascara as long as you keep letting me.
I'm with you.
I was gonna go back to Catwoman because the only reason people watched that movie was because of Halle Berry.
Kenny already said skip.
Oh my God, this guy,
I brought it back just because of Camden.
Somebody hit the repeat button on that.
I did it just because of Camden. That was the only reason.
Hey, why are you looking at my eyes, bro?
Dude played a reverse Uno card. Oh man,
I was so done with it.
I'm done with you, Adrian.
oh, I'm sorry, man. on other topics.
Oh my gosh,
Movie's great. I can't wait.
it was.
I need a part two.
It was so. I know it was 4 hours.
You had to, but I feel like you had to do
you
it.
Had
I feel like
to
it
do
needed to be 4 hours. Though.
You had to do it to bring in all these characters. If DC would have been able to do what Marvel did, which was the smartest thing to do, and give everybody their own movie, lead up to the Justice League, you come out with Man of Steel, Batman v Superman,
Justice League.
Which was still Justice League in a way.
technically. Then they came out with Wonder Woman, and then boom, Justice League.
Yeah.
No character introductions for the rest of
And they
the main
exactly
examples of Justice League.
and which
Cyborg was the biggest point of that whole story.
You know, I kind of don't get me wrong. Ray Fisher's Cyborg and Cyborg being in the movie is great. I really don't like the fact that they brought in Cyborg as a main Justice League roster, even because he's, to me, I think of Teen Titans.
Booyah!
You know, booyah. But I think a Cyborg is he's a Teen Titans member. I think they should have substituted Cyborg out for Green Lantern.
I think I actually kind of like them bringing in Cyborg because it kind of flexes the older generation of heroes like Superman and Batman with the younger generation, which would be Cyborg and Flash, to where they could do a multi-generational type Justice League later on and bring in more obscure characters.
Because Cyborg plays an important part when you watch him. As you say, he's very useful.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I think
he's part
for
of the
story,
mother box.
I was about to say, I think for the story to work, Cyborg had to be in it. But to y'all's point earlier, the fact that they didn't have a buildup of characters before they released a team up movie, I believe that was DC's worst.
It hurt.
Worst mistake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it seemed like you weren't. It seemed like you weren't. How can I put it? I'm trying to think of a way to put it. It seemed like you weren't pulled in. It seemed like they weren't trying to like go off of the subject matter.
It didn't
seemed
ease
like
you
they
in.
Yeah, it seemed like they was just trying to make something. For
Yeah,
you.
it just threw
Trying to make
you-
something to make some money off.
Yeah,
of.
they just threw characters at you and expect you to know. Like I said before, not everybody is a comic fan, so nobody's not going to know about all these origin stories.
I was about to say, a matter of fact, if you want to compare it to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the only reason that comics got such a hike in interest was because of how they did it, how Marvel did it. They did the Iron Man movies, they did the Thor movies,
Captain America.
did it right.
Captain America.
They did it right.
They made you interested in these characters, and
when
then
they
they gave you an Avengers movie.
When they teamed up, you're like, oh my god!
Yeah.
So that's why, and I will forever say, Marvel did it right. DC is messing up.
DC,
They're getting better though.
They trying.
I don't know. Wonder
Because
Woman,
that last-
1984.
I was about to
Oh
say,
yeah, and I felt with that.
that Wonder Woman 1984 was trash.
Who is her real villain?
It is Cheetah, which old girl played Cheetah like a boss. It's just the way the movie just played out.
Yeah.
It was just not good. Another villain of hers is Ares.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's just, I don't know. The way the movie just played out, it just was not that good.
They was trying to make money off that. They should just left for the first one.
That's all it was. And because if you think about Wonder Woman from a character by herself is kind of, I won't say hard, but it's not well known because of all her villains. You don't really know about Wonder Woman's villains. Of course, you know about like the Lex Luthors and the Jokers and was it Sinestro? Green Lantern's villain, the one with the yellow ring. Sinestro. Like you understand that stuff, but you don't really know Wonder Woman's villains.
Well, most of her villains team up with somebody else's villain.
Exactly.
Like Batman's villain or Superman's villain. There's no really, unless it's like a god, there's no actual villain.
I say that's how I feel about it. It's just I feel like that's part of the reason why they should have dove deeper into Wonder Woman as a character. Because if they would have actually went into like the subject matter, like researched her villains, found a way to kind of make that work on the cinema. I mean, make that work on the movie screen. I believe they could have did well with it.
I don't know. When I think of Wonder Woman, like I said, they did good. They did good the first one, but after that, I feel like she's just a Justice League person because she doesn't have a really big villain to make a big difference.
Wonder Woman's more of a old school type superhero, kind of like when you remember watching the really old Superman cartoons, and like every once in a while there was a major villain, but most of the time it was like him catching a plane coming out of the sky or something. Like he was just saving the day in general. And I feel like Wonder Woman kind of has that.
You talking about that old school Superman?
Oh yeah,
jump the building in a sealed and bound, single bound.
More powerful than a locomotive.
Yo, that used to be gas back in the day, boy. Was it 90s?
No.
Oh, no, that was like 60s,
yeah,
70s,
it was way
something.
old.
That was just real
I just remember
old.
watching 90s. I was like, this is a good Superman right here.
I remember one episode, I was watching that old Superman, and it was like some underground scientist had like a submarine that was like nuclear powered. He was going to blow up part of the ocean. And so for some reason, he had like kidnapped Lois Lane, and she was underwater in like this tube. And Superman dove underwater and like just punched dude in the face and grabbed Lois Lane and flew her up to safety, and then ran down and like just crushed this machine under the water. And I was like, I'm Superman. I've saved the day. The Earth is once again safe.
Hey, you know something funny about Superman? At least that old cartoon. Like whenever he was Superman, you ever notice like he really didn't open his eyes? Like,
Never.
Every time you saw him, he was like
just squinting.
He was
just squinting, like
chronic.
And they were so
Hey, Lois,
surprised.
you interrupted my moment.
That dude put his glasses on in his Superman suit, and they're like, "Where did Superman go, Clark?" He's right. He was just here. Take his glasses back out. Superman, thank God you're here.
How about? Oh God, sorry.
I will say Superman probably has the dumbest group of people around him for them to have not figured out that he's Superman yet.
Let me put these glasses on.
Did y'all notice in the Zack Snyder version he had a little swish in his hair?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. That little split second.
He did.
I did notice that.
I was like, look at a little swish.
Beautiful detail,
I was like, y'all
bro.
slick. I like that.
Beautiful detail.
There's a calamity downtown. Everybody at the Daily Planet watching it play out. Lois is like, Clark, let's go. He's gone. Where did Clark go?
And then
Look,
Superman
Superman's on
appears
TV.
I'm like, really?
Clark, you missed it again.
None of y'all figured this out yet?
Nobody.
After Clark has missed the biggest story of the day 10 times, I feel like y'all should start like questioning something.
I'm in the bathroom, or I went to go get some snacks out the vending machine. Doesn't play out every single time.
Y'all hungry? Y'all hungry? I'll be back. This is a big story.
He don't even ask if y'all hungry. He just disappears.
Bro, first off, if
Lois be
Adrian
like,
was to
Clark?
go out,
Clark?
if me and Adrian's working together, and then he's like, I gotta go, and I see somebody on TV without the glasses, I'm like, that's Adrian.
But see,
It's same build too?
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be smart enough to at least bring my man a pack of Skittles. Be like, yo, I had to run to the gas station real fast. At least come up with some excuse. This dude's like tucking his cape back into his pants. Oh man, some crazy stuff going outside. Have y'all seen that? Hope y'all were safe.
Oh, you should change the phone booth.
Yeah.
Clark Kent just so happened to leave when Superman died. Nobody put two and two together.
Died at the exact same time.
Damn, he
The
quit.
same day and everything.
And,
Like,
and nobody explained Clark's death?
He just got
He just
buried.
died?
Yeah.
Remember they said that it. Did they say he died?
He was just in the ground. They were digging him up. For me, watching the movies, I do not remember the 2 separate funeral part.
You don't?
No, I remember.
I don't
them
remember
carrying,
it well.
Yeah,
I do know that happened. Like I like vaguely remember it being 2 separate funerals. I just don't remember the scene.
I remember the Superman casket being carried off.
Yeah.
And then in the Snyder Cut, I remember them digging up like an old ass casket under a different grave that said Clark Kent. That's all I remember.
Well, I just want to say thank you, Zack Snyder. Thank you for releasing this cut.
Thank you
yes.
to the fans that made it
Yes.
happen.
Thank you to us.
Thank
Right.
us.
Yes. We made a difference.
We are solely responsible.
We the
people.
nerd people.
the 80s and the 90s babies.
Yes.
Went ham on the internet.
We absolutely did.
So give
Not
us
just-
part 2. And then
Not,
part
not just part 2. Give us the Snyderverse.
Yes. Restore the Snyderverse, please.
We, the underground nerd delegation,
Where's the list? I'm signing the list.
we want the Snyderverse.
We, the Underground Nerd Nation delegation, would like to select restore the Snyderverse, please.
In your most deaf voice.
I'm gonna call Samuel Jackson just so he can let you know we need part 2
Don't do
and
that.
3.
Bro, there's a lot of
Hey, they'll do it. If Samuel Jackson's like, I need this done. I better
There's
do
a
it.
lot.
Then
There's a
they'll
lot
put
of
him as Aquaman, and we can't have that.
No, we can't have that.
So-
He can be the Green Lantern.
no.
Oh, God.
Samuel Jackson, John Stewart. No, that can't happen.
I don't even. Why ain't this motherfucking ring working?
This dude would spawn the words MF. It's just one large M and one large F and smash your house with some letters.
That's what he's punching people with.
Yeah, just the MF.
Oh, that's a hard
MF.
MF, boy.
You remember Chappelle Show?
MF.
Unity. He gonna hit people with the MF ring and leave MF imprinted on everybody. Yes. Can't happen. We want the Snyderverse. I'm sorry, I love Samuel Jackson. We can't have him as Green Lantern.
Yo, could you imagine Samuel Jackson trying to remember the speech the Green Lanterns have to memorize? Like, what was that
Brightest day.
motherfucking speech?
He's like brightest day and blackest night. Motherfucker, take my mic. But where you motherfuckers Green Lantern's light?
Oh man.
Yes, I need it.
Oh, that would be amazing.
In all honesty, though, in all seriousness, we probably would never see that though. As great as it would be, because there's one fatal flaw. He'd want the ring to be purple. George Lucas gave that man a purple lightsaber in a universe where it don't exist.
That's how you know he's OG. He's OG.
What do you think Disney's gonna do? All right, well, it's Purple Lantern now.
You really in trouble.
Could you imagine the
That's
backstory
a
they
yellow-
have to make up for a purple ring?
Bro, well, that's a yellow and
I
a,
think
and a
there is
red.
a purple ring.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I
there
told you.
probably is. But I'm just saying because, again,
What would
we talking
be-
about normal people.
What would be the emotion?
But that's what I'm saying.
Heart.
No,
No. Hell no.
no, no.
Would it smell like lavender?
Could you imagine just saying? I smell like lavender, motherfucker.
Would Lil Wayne pop up and ask for a pour up? Like, I don't. I'm trying to figure out. Trying to figure out.
God.
Oh man,
Oh, yeah, well.
can't breathe.
My head.
Yo, would his theme song be Kryptonite? I'm on that crib tonight. I'm on that crib tonight. I'm on that crib tonight.
This man would bring us outcasts back together.
Samuel, quit conjuring nines, bro. Use something useful. Oh, he's got his nines on his side.
Once again, man, shout out to the Zack. I can't even say what's my face. Somebody help me. The Zack Snyder version.
Tangent galore, man.
Oh man.
Samuel Jackson, we love you.
We love you.
And all you motherfuckers.
Each one is perfectly placed.
Yo, okay. So I just recently finished the MCU, right? And the end scene in Captain Marvel where Samuel Jackson starts to fade off, and in the middle of his mother, he just ends and floats off into existence. I was like, see, I told you. He said, I didn't even know he had said it in the movie, and I could feel it.
I completely forget about that part.
I forgot about it until Adrian just said it,
too.
but he did.
Good job, Adrian.
He said, "Mother."
I know Samuel Jackson just because he's Samuel Jackson. I don't even need to see the work.
No, you don't.
There's going to be an MF in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And some purple.
You know what? At this point, the government just needs to give him the trademark for MF. Like, people need to pay Samuel Jackson for MF.
Wait, would you
That's
see it
gonna-
in?
I'm getting sued all the time.
If you see it in the dictionary, you see Samuel Jackson's face right beside the phrase.
Oh.
You know that
Webster and Marion get to work on that.
Could you please use that in a sentence?
They're gonna go back to snakes on the plane. These motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, wow.
This podcast is brought to you as a R-rated.
Literally.
Yeah, I got a quick story to tell about that. So, y'all know Nikisha, the one that does our shirts, right? She said she did an experiment to get the shirts, to get the image on darker colors. And she said she made one for her son to watch. I mean, for her son to wear to school, right? And she said, so don't be, her son is like 10 years old. It's like, don't be surprised when you get a whole bunch of fans. I was like, I hope not. We cuss a lot.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, we don't need no letters from no mamas talking about, I didn't appreciate
We're going to have the whole school board after us?
Yo, I ain't got that time.
The MA rated.
Whoa. MA rated?
The only reason it's gonna be MA rated because of what you said. About
What
the two
you
girls.
said. Don't do that.
I didn't say the whole thing,
Bro,
I didn't say the whole thing. I stopped at two girls.
Bro, he almost did.
I
He
stopped
almost
at two
did.
girls.
Bro, get out of that hole. Quit dashing people, bro.
Reverse.
Boy, you about to make all of us draw for it. On that note.
The Snyderverse, the Snyder Cut. I
Thank you.
personally really enjoyed it.
Me too.
Me too.
I'm
Worth
glad.
the 4 hours. 4 hours and 3 minutes.
Greatest thing to happen to the DC universe right now.
Thank you, Zack Snyder.
Thank you, Zack Snyder.
Keep it going.
And rest in peace, Autumn.
And to all the fans, still thank you for listening to us. Y'all been a wonderful group.
Tell your friends, tell your people. We love y'all.
We got we also got some big news next week. Really big news next week. So stay tuned. We got something coming. We're putting something up. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
It's going to be incredible. We got a bone. Let's just say that we caught a bone and
Bacon.
what's that bag? What's that say?
Bacon.
I can't breathe. Are we really doing commercials? Dash, get out of my face, bro.
Oh, man.
He's looking dead at me.
Every
He
time,
sucks me
man.
in every time, bro.
That's why you see me not paying. I got to look
I know
this
you're
way.
looking down.
Yeah.
And I'm
that's-
looking dead at him.
That's got to be the other soundbite. You got Dash. That's got to be the other soundbite. It's like, damn it, Dash, and you got Dash.
I got one more. Dash just said that. We got to have those three on the ready.
You got to be dashing me.
I got y'all for next time. Yeah, dog, come back tenfold.
In brightest day, in blackest night. No evil can escape Dash's might.
That black steel, baby.
But where my power, motherfucking Green Lantern's light. All right, I'm wilding. We need to go ahead and
We need to cut it. But like we said, if y'all haven't seen the Snyder Cut yet, please go watch it. It is a great movie.
Amazing.
Like I said, best thing to come out of DC Universe.
Night
right
and day
now.
difference from the first one.
Night and day difference.
For sure.
But appreciate y'all listening. We love y'all. My name is Keston,
I'm Camden.
I'm Adrian.
And I'm Dash.
and we out.